Hello, welcome to this docudrama. It promises to be a good time. Well, as you can see, I'm in this trash can trying to get used bottles to try and produce something very, very incredible, the world merit symbol. The power to take life or to give life lies in the tongue. The tongue is a very, very powerful tool. And whatever you say with your tongue comes into existence. So be careful the way you use your tongue. These bottles have been put together to create a world merit 3D symbol, which symbolizes strength, unity of all youths from across the globe who have come together to a platform called World Merit to give themselves a voice and work out and make our world a better place. This trash, as it is called, used bottles, is useless right now because the content it holds has been dropped. Trash dump bottles, useless, wasteful materials are some of the few names it's called. It takes someone who believes that there's an underlying beauty in this trash can to bring out the beauty it holds. So also is World Merit, an organization that has come into existence because it has recognized the potential in every youth and has decided to put up the platform to give us a voice so that we can speak up with one voice and create a movement that the world will see and say, yes, we are part of those who created a better world for our future. All it takes to bring out this beauty in you is just a foresight to be able to see into the future. Something that was kicked aside, remember? Something that was termed useless, remember? Something that was seen to be a trash consuming space has produced this beautiful 3D symbol. What excuse do you have for not achieving your dream? What do you want to tell me to justify not going out to achieve your dream? That reason you have, that excuse you have, is not enough to pause your dream. Well, let's take this few minutes and listen to the stories of some persons who were once in their life told that it was impossible to go for what they wanted to achieve, but today are making headlines and have gone out to achieve their dreams. Let's listen to their story and I'll be back after this.
Hello World Merit. My name is Latfiat Balogun. I'm a Nigerian. I was born some 40 decades and above ago. I come from a family of 9 kids. I'm the first of the 9 from 2 wives. I, from a very tender age, assumed leadership role, being the first child of the family. I got my secondary education, completed my secondary education at the age of 16. I didn't make my papers, of course, so I had to retake my papers before I made it. I did A-levels for 2 years and I proceeded to the university. My father actually wanted me to study law, but I'm somebody that is good with friends a lot, so I joined my friends to study political science. After graduating from the university, I got a job working at the bank, and I was there for 10 years. And my big year actually came when I lost my job working in the bank. And this happened at a time that I wasn't actually prepared for it. So I had to pick the pieces of my life together, trying to find what to do. So I started out doing business, using the opportunity that came at that time when my husband was serving in Italy as a diplomat. Of course, Italy is very famous for shoes and bags. So I started out selling shoes and bags to my former colleagues in the bank and suits. And then before too long, I realized that this is not a business I could do for long. One, I had challenge collecting the money back because I didn't have a shop. I sold goods and stuff from the boot of my car. So I had to quickly find something else to do. But while still doing the business of shoes and bags, I started looking out for something more on the permanent basis. I tried a few things And ice cream came to mind. Secondly, because Italy is also famous for ice cream, otherwise known as gelato in Italy. And I started putting funds aside to get into the business of ice cream. This took me a couple of years or about 2 years to put together. So on return back to Nigeria after our service, I started Hatlab ice cream in year 2003. Well, initially, even before I got into the business, it was very challenging convincing people that the business will thrive in Nigeria and raising funds. But I was able to generate some funds from the business of shoes and bags, which I put aside at every trip I came to Nigeria, to the company where I purchased equipment and raw materials, and started out eventually at the year 2003. The business was good because, it's a business about children, about young people, so we got a lot of support from those age range. And then, like what I believe in, starting very small and having a vision for a big goal ahead. I was looking at how to turn around ice cream business, make it something big, make it something worth the while. So every time I sell, I plowed back my profit into the business until the opportunity came for me to get a property. And then, like I used to tell people, how amazing would it be to have a building made from ice cream. And then the opportunity came. The government had a program, a public-private partnership program, where individuals were given property to develop within a certain period of time, and after which we will be given title for the property. Raising money, of course, was a very big challenge because all the banks you talk to were not ready to support. And what I relied mostly on was for funds from family, friends, and of course profit, which I plowed back from the business. So we started small, but we didn't know that the project was that huge. Was very, very challenging, as no banks were forthcoming. But for some people that really believed in what we were doing and saw that the passion we had for the business just exceeded the expectation. So they gave us support financially, morally, and also in kind. Some people supported us with materials, building materials, sand, granite, and so on and so forth. And then with it, we were moving on gradually. We actually started construction of the project in the year 2006. And then we kept going and until we came across a venture capitalist that saw that we had done so much ourselves. And we got the property to about 75% completion early last year, before we got funds from a venture capitalist that supported us with about $500,000, which took the business and the building to completion. And then it was a very, very happy moment for us when we moved into the building last year, and this has inspired quite a number of people. And the kind of questions we get is this building truly from ice cream? And I tell them, yes, it's true. Partly true or majorly true, because the initial funds for construction of the building is from ice cream. A large part of it is from ice cream before help came. And the implication for us is, when you start a business, you start very small, something, a manageable size, but above all have a very big vision, because that is the only way that can keep you there. And this has been very inspiring, especially for the young ones. It tells them that if you start small, you can actually grow into anything you desire. And then we try to support the young folks of today with the various activities we do. First and foremost, we create employment for young ones. Right now we have over 35 employees of all our 3 locations, and we also do mentorship program. We also have an internship scheme in place for young people that are willing to learn the trade and also learn some entrepreneurial skills. And then we also have capacity building. We have a training facility where people come to learn and acquire skills on entrepreneurship. We also have a CSR program we support some NGOs in trying to bring up the less privileged people. As ice cream, as you know, is a luxury product, and quite a number of children are less privileged. They don't even know what ice cream is all about. So at every program, we try to support them with our products. Let them also have a feel of what life is about and how life can be really sweet. And then, of course, we also have other programs in the pipeline trying to improve the educational qualification of students. We work in partnership with a few organizations that has to do with improving educational capacity in the country. And above all, we think that youth should actually try to strive in what they do. My story, for example, is one that I have kind of been written off, and I try to put myself together, convince myself that yes, if I can achieve working in the bank and working diligently well and standing out, I can also do it again. So in life, what should be important to us is not about falling and staying there. It's about falling and putting ourselves together, picking up ourselves and rising every time we fall. Thank you.
I really haven't got a good story. Anyway, this is true. So my name's Chris. I'm the founder of World Merit, and I've got a group of businesses that I own. And when I started my first one, there was this guy who's my friend. He'd been my friend my whole life. He's 15 years older than me. His name's Chris Hargreaves. He said, "Chris, don't be stupid. Don't start a business. There's a good job here. I'll give you a good job. It gets paid lots of money, and you'll have a nice car, and you'll get a nice wife, and that'll be the way your life goes." And I said, that's really not what I want to do. What I want to do is start a business. He said, "No." I said, "Yes." And I started a business, and it makes lots of money, and it changes the world. How cool is that? Chris works for me now. That's really funny too. Impossible is nothing.
Hi, my name is Cesar Orlando, and I'm from Brazil. Last year, I was one of the Your Big Year 2 champions. When I was young, I always thought about being a businessman, an entrepreneur. But everybody thought it would be impossible. Because I was too shy, I wasn't confident enough to be a leader. Everybody laughed about it. They said it would be impossible. But I never really gave up. So now I'm 21 years old. I already founded my own business, and at the moment I'm the partner of one of the fast growing companies in Brazil right now. So I would say that impossible is nothing.
Hi, my name is Calvin Jodisi. I'm from Kenya. I'm a young, passionate leader in Africa. Today I would like to talk to you about the word impossible and possible. I've never believed in the word impossible. I've always believed that in this world, everything is possible. Everything can work as we wish. Everything can work as we long. When I was involved in your big year last year, your big year is a global competition that is run by young people around the world. Most of the people discouraged me and told me that, Calvin, this competition is very tough and you have so many young people around the world who are very much passionate and really working hard. But I never believed in the word impossible. I always believed that everything could work, and I always believed that working hard would make me achieve all those kind of things. And so I really worked hard every single day to prove that in this world there's nothing impossible. Everything is possible. Everything can work as long as we are ready to make it work. So I would just like to say that in this world, if you are one young passionate person who is trying to do something, just know that everything can work as long as you believe in yourself, as long as you don't have minds that hinders you, as long as there's not any negative stuff that is hindering you. Just know that everything can be possible. Everything can work according to your favor. You can always make it. It doesn't matter what. Always believe that in this world there's nothing like impossible. Everything is possible. Everything works as long as you're ready to do it. And if you put your best in everything, things will always work. And in this world, once again, there's nothing like the word impossible. Everything is possible. Thank you.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed those stories. I don't think you still have any excuse for not going to achieve your dream. The time to act is now. We are all here on earth for a purpose. Some of us have been called to solve the educational challenges our world is facing. Some of us have been called to solve the injustice problem that we are experiencing in our world. What is that passion you have? Is it to fight for the right of the human beings? Is it to end the problem of injustice? Is it to create equal opportunity for everyone? Is it to end poverty? Is it to end hunger? What is that thing that keeps you awake all night? What is that thing that makes tears drop out of your eye? That you feel you need to do something about? No excuse is big enough, like I said before, to make you pause your dream. The time to act is now. Why not stand up and go all out for what you believe in? How would you feel 20 years from now? That you did not do something when you had the opportunity to do something to make the world a better place, and your child walks up to you and says, Daddy, you had this chance to do this 20 years back. Why didn't you act? How would you feel? And look at this other scenario, that you joined this platform, this family, and we work towards making our world a better place. And your son says, Dad, thank you so much for working for a better future. And your child does not have to come into this world to suffer the things you went through, but they will come in and enjoy. How would you feel being part of this change? When you do your bit and I do my bit, we both join us together, we would make the world a better place. Possible. It's nothing actually. Change is one constant thing. Change is constant. Change is coming. You can't tell me that it's not possible. I dare you to say it's impossible. And all I need is just a little bit of time to prove to you that yes indeed, my generation is the last generation to save this world, this planet, and create a better future for it. Why not come on board today and contribute your own quota and be part of history as you join this movement? Thank you so much, and see you in the married family. Thank you.
Enter. We are world married. We can do this.